Hey guys, today we are going to test the Lone Wolf Bow Sinon skill. So this skill has a bonus that says additional damage to enemy of 20% own current HP. So we're going to take a look at how this skill works and how the additional damage is being calculated. So for this test, I have prepared two sets that have very similar attack stats. First one have 854 attack and the second one has 853. The difference is on the HP. This second one has 21,771 HP, which is 7,615 HP different from the other one, because the other one only has 14,156 HP. Okay, so we're going to test it against this wedding events boss and see how this HP affects the damage. So based on the descriptions there, it's saying that it will give 20% additional damage based on my HP. So with this HP, which is 14,000, I should get around 2,831 additional damage. So let's take a look and how much damage do we have on this boss with this much HP. So it's 8,236. Let's try it one more time and see if the damage will change. So 8,117. So if we subtract it with 2,800, we got around 5,400 for the base damage. So now I switch to the second set with my HP 21,000, and my damage here is doing 8,356 damage, which doesn't change much. That's because my current HP was still set at the same one as the previous set when I changed weapon. So let's try to max my HP and see how much damage do we do now. Okay, so my HP is full now and it's doing 10,025 damage. Now we can see the change. So if we calculate 20% of our current HP, which is 21,771, 20% of it will be 4,353.2. If you remember from our previous calculations, our base damage would be 5,400, and adding them up would total to 9,753. And we actually have an ally skill that can give 160 additional damage. Adding it up, it will be 9,913, which is pretty similar to the damage that we've seen there. Okay, so now I will try to get my HP down to 1 to prove that the base damage without all the additional damage is what we've been calculating there. Okay, so we got our HP down to 1 now, and let's see what's the damage. 5,367. So that's really close to what we've seen at 5,400. Let's try it again one more time. 5,446. I think our calculations there is correct. So now if you notice, this boss actually is not weak to the thrust or light, which is the element of this weapon. So next, let's take a look. If we use this against the enemy that is weak to thrust and light's element, how does it affect the additional damage? So let's test it against the enemy that's weak against thrust and light, which is this chaos troll in here. And we'll see how the additional damage is being affected by the enemy weakness. So we'll start with when our HP is at around 14,000 and it's doing 15,670 damage. So that's a big increase already from what we've seen against the enemy that is not weak, but let's take a look at how much additional damage do we actually get in there. And it's doing critical right now. It's doing 20,000 damage. So we're gonna try it a few times to see if the damage is still consistent. And there you go, it's still doing 15,630, so it's around 15,000 damage. And now I'm going to switch it to my second set, which has 21,771 HP. And again, since we know that the additional damage is actually based on the actual current HP instead of the max HP, so we're going to max out our HP and use the skill again. So now the skill is doing 18,000 damage, 18,862 to be precise. Let's do it one more time. And this time the boss actually have a defense down. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, so this one is now it's 19,470. So I'm not sure if that's because it hits the defense down or it's actually doing that much. Let's try it one more time. So 19,192. Okay, so it's doing around that much damage. But yeah, the enemy has a defense down in this time again. But it shouldn't really affect it by much. Okay, so now I'm going to drop my HP to be as close as 1 as possible to know what our base damage on this boss is going to be. And then we can see how the additional damage is being affected by the enemy weakness. So please bear in mind with me here, I'm just trying to wait for the boss to use the correct move so it doesn't kill me. But yeah, so this character is weak, so he can't really take that much damage from the boss, so we want to wait for the opportunity for the boss to hit me with the weaker attack, which, like as you can see there. Now my HP is at 372. Let's try again what the skill damage is. It's 10,818. So if you remember our base damage from before, which is 5,400, so this one is double that damage, which is quite expected because this one has double the weakness. Let's try it one more time. So now it's 10,698. So it's about the same. And if we calculate the damage, so when our HP before was 14,000, we do 15,670 damage, so which means that we got 4,852 additional damage compared to when we fight the enemy that is not weak to light and thrust. We got 2,021 additional damage difference. And when our HP is 21,000, we do 19,192 damage, which is 8,374 additional damage. And compared to when we fight the enemy that is not weak to thrust and light, we got 4,021 damage difference. So it is close to doubling, but not quite. But we know that the additional damage is being affected by the enemy weakness. To summarize, the Lone Wolf Bow Sinon bonus skill is being calculated off the current HP of the player. If the player gets damage, the additional damage will be dropped too, which means the skill is best used with maximum HP. The additional damage is also being affected by enemy weakness, which can pack quite a punch if we have a high HP. The skill animation is pretty quick too, and it is an AoE skill, which makes it a good skill for bossing or farming. This skill is best matched with passive skills that increase HP, since the higher the HP, the higher the skill damage is. Also, the skill that increase attack or damage when HP is higher than certain percentage will be a good match, since this skill also requires us to play with high HP all the time. So that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next SAO Integral Factor content. Bye now.